baby Corydoras eggs, freshly laid. Told you they would. It's almost predictable. It's actually becoming quite enjoyable coming home from work, because almost every day I come home from work, there's a new fish that has either spawned or about to spawn, or the babies have hatched. So it's a very interesting, exciting time in the fish room. Right, so we're gonna have to put the stir-bait eggs in this tank. It's not ideal, but it's the only space I've got. Now, I just had to move the baby goiter river rainbows that were in this tank. They're getting too big for this tank anyway, so I want to move it. I think I've actually left one tiny little one in here. You know what? He can stay in there. Let him get bigger. He can go alright. But we're going to roll these eggs. I'm going to show you guys how to get the stir-bait Cory eggs off the glass and into this tank. So I'll quickly show you guys the other fish, and I'm just acclimating them now so they can go into this new tank. But I'll show you guys the Cory eggs in just a second. So these little baby goiter river rainbows, I don't even know how many are in here. I probably should try and count, but it's really hard when there's this many. Someone will probably tell me. Let me know in the comments how many baby goiter river rainbows I've got in this bucket right now. But just slowly acclimating them because I'm actually going to put them in the next tank over. So a quick little update on these guys. Not much has changed, but we've just got a lot more hatching. So a lot more hatching all over the surface there. We got them all over here. It's actually pretty warm in this fish room now. So much so that there's no heater in this tank, and it's still over 26 degrees. So doing okay. So this tank in here, I'm gonna move the babies into this tank, let them grow out a little bit bigger, and then they'll go to a bigger tank obviously. But yeah, it's fine as well. But yeah, that's what's gonna go on, and then we're gonna roll the Cory eggs into the other tank that these guys were in. Alrighty, so we're basically trying to save the eggs here now. I can't leave them too long on my finger, but you can see a couple of eggs there on my finger. So they come down here. Oh, one just dropped, that's okay. And you're gonna just sort of place them on the glass like so. I like to keep them just a little bit apart away from each other, mainly just in case one of them funguses. If they're really close together, I feel like the fungus can spread easily to the other eggs. So just me personally, I like to spread the eggs about that far apart away from each other. Just seems to be working fine for me. So I'll come back to you in a second once I've got all the rest of the eggs on this glass. And just like that, we have something like 50 Cory eggs sitting in here. So a little bit OCD. You don't have to place them exactly like this. A little bit OCD once again. But there's something like, I counted like there's like 10 like across, and I've got like what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bottom row is not fully done, it's missing 3. So that's like 57 Corys, or 47 Corys, 57 Corys. So hopefully they all hatch, but you know, the water's blue. I personally use methylene blue. A lot of you are probably familiar with that. I've used it when I breed angels, I use it when I breed rams, and I used it now since I've been starting to breed Corys. I don't use it on my rainbows or anything like that because they're in a spawning mop, but when I'm like saving eggs, I just typically like to use it. I feel like it just saves them from getting fungus on them as much, and then if they do get a bit of fungus, it's not going to spread, but basically it just helps those odds a little bit better. So these take about 5 days before they become free swimming. But yeah, we're hoping that all of these end up hatching. And yeah, I thought I'd just show you guys that today because I thought, why not? Might as well save these guys, and thought, well, I'll show you guys the method of how I catch the eggs, or catch the eggs, or save the eggs, I should say. Alright, these are the baby goiter rivers we moved into this tank. So, made room for them, and they're doing a roll, they're all settled in. About to get a feed of baby brine shrimp. They're living next door to freshly hatched baby goiter rivers. So again, hoping these grow out really well. So it's really hard. You gotta make sure you get the powder food in there, real small, tiny food these first few days, if not first week, till they get big enough to eat the baby brine. Once they're on the baby brine, they're pretty safe. But that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for this video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.